This week in the Texas Tribune Weekend Insider. Will Texas have enough electricity to make it through another hot summer? Reporter Kate Galbraith tells us what to expect. And Jay Root tries to track down just how much Governor Perry's run for the White House is costing Texas taxpayers.
The worry is that next summer, if it's nearly as hot as this past one was, which was obviously roasting, that we might not have enough power plants in the state to prevent rolling blackouts. You know, last summer we had all these warnings, please conserve energy in the late afternoon, and they're hoping not to come this close again, but there are concerns that we might come even closer. One big coal plant is going to shut down 2 of its units in January because of a new EPA rule. That's one thing. If the drought continues, and I know it's been raining, but there's still a drought on, and power plants need a huge amount of water for cooling their equipment. And so if the drought continues, we could lose some power plants. And then also regulators here in Texas are concerned that power prices aren't high enough to get companies excited about building new power plants and making profits. And we're a growing state, so we need more electricity. I think there's a lot of uncertainty about what's going to happen to the grid next year. Will everything work properly in the summer or won't it? And so I think regardless, you'll see electric regulators putting out messages like we had last summer, please save energy, please save energy, please save energy in the late summer afternoons and at other times.
We're starting to get an idea now about how much it's costing for the state to provide security to the governor while he's running for president. The Department of Public Safety is not actually providing that information to us, but they're providing some of the spreadsheets that show how much they've spent on various trips, and we also know what the agency is reporting to the state comptroller, and we're able to come up with an estimate of about $400,000 a month. Well, see, his campaign is not spending anything on the DPS security. That's a state expense, and that's really the focus of my story, is how much is this costing taxpayers. We really won't know for sure until it's all done, but it's going to probably be in the millions of dollars. I mean, that's what it was for George W. Bush. It cost anywhere between $3 and $4 million to do this for George W. Bush. And the rub is that he's raised all this campaign money, so critics say, well, if you're raising all this money for your campaign, why shouldn't you spend that on your security instead of taxpayers having to pick this up? And what they come back with is, well, this is something that no matter where I am, the state provides security for me. Bottom line is, we really don't have a good handle on how much this is costing and what it's going for. But I do think that way after the fact, after Rick Perry has either won or lost this thing, we will get an idea for how much this cost.